Let's look at adverbs. Adverbs are words that modify verbs. They modify verb, adjective, or sometimes even another adverb. To, to locate an adverb, you can question the statement as well, like when, where, how, and to what extent. These adverbs, like adjectives, are also answer questions. When did you go to school? Yesterday was when I went to school. So yesterday is the adjective. Where did you see the bird? We saw the bird there. So there is your adverb. I'm sorry, yesterday is the adverb. How was the car driven? The car drove fast. So fast is the adverb. Do you agree? We mostly agree with you. Or how much do you agree with us? Right? We mostly agree with you. So these are your adverbs because they modify the verb or the adjective or an other verb. Adverbs also help confirm whether if something was or it wasn't done. So when you're positive, when you're feeling strong about something, you can say he certainly does feel that way. Right? This is adding more emphasis. It's a adverb. Or for negative sense, you can say you should not be late. Right? So not is the adverb here. When you have adverbs modifying adjectives or another adverb, they usually help you answer the question till what extent. So when you have more than one, if you have more than one adverb, you can question the statement till what extent it is being done. The answer is your adverb. Let's look at the positions of adverb. Whenever you look at a sentence directly, right, and there is a word for that is related to the verb, you can spot it by getting the right adverb. So the moment you look at a word that is describing the verb in the sentence, you can figure out that that word is your adverb, right? Sometimes adverbs can also be moved around the sentence. They need not be necessarily right in front or right after the verb. It can be at the beginning of the sentence, your adverb can be before the verb, or even between a helping verb and the main verb. Let's look at examples. You can say, I walk my dog daily. So, daily is the action for verb it is describing. So, it's your adverb. Daily I walk my dog. I daily walk my dog. I have daily walked my dog. So, do you see? All of them are placed differently and it all makes sense. They are all adverbs. Never put an adverb between parts of an infinitive verb, right? Because in such cases, if you move the adverb around, it can change the meaning of the sentence. For example, I like to often read good books. So what are you trying to imply here? That you like it only when you can do it often. That means only when you can. That means you're not putting in much effort. So you can only read good books when you can only do it. But if you say, I like to read often good books, that means you only read books that are often good, sometimes good, right? I'm sorry, that are often good, but sometimes they are not good. So that means you can only read good books, often good books, right? Let's look at examples. So you're saying, I walk my dog daily. That means you daily make sure that you walk your dog. Daily I walk my dog. I daily walk my dog. I have daily walked my dog. All of these sentences imply that you take your dog for a dog daily. Second condition, never put an adverb between parts of an infinitive verb, because if you move that statement around, it can give different meaning. For example, I like to often read good books. What does it mean? It means that you can only read when you can do it, which is often. Often means at times. So you only read good books when you can do it, which is often. I like to read often good books. That means some goods that are sometimes, books that are sometimes good. You would like to read such books. But when you say I like to read good books often, that means you like to read good books often, like at whenever possible for you, you always make sure you read good books. That's the correct way of saying. Hence put never put adverbs in between a infinitive verb. How do adverbs modify adjectives? An adverb can tell to what extent an adjective modifies the noun. An adverb that modifies an adjective is called an intensifier. So if there is an adverb that modifies the adjective in the sentence, it's called an intensifier. This is an unusually tall tree. That means this tree is the noun, tall is the adjective. This is your intensifier. It is the adverb that is giving further information about the tall tree. That means it is unusually tall. That means there are trees that are tall enough, but you've never seen a tree so tall that it is unusually tall for you. So this is your intensifier. It is giving further more information about the adjective. Jared's sister is exceptionally smart. Smart is your adjective. She is exceptionally smart tells you how smart the sister is. She is exceptionally smart. So exceptionally here is your intensifier. Let's look at the positions of adverbs. Adverbs that modify adjectives must go directly before the adjectives they modify. If you have an adverb that is modifying the adjective, it has to be present right before the adjective, but cannot be placed somewhere else in the sentence. This strangely quiet classroom made the teacher wonder what had happened. Classroom is your noun. The quiet classroom, it is describing, that's your adjective. Something that is further describing this adjective is your adverb strangely. Hence, you always have to have the adjective right after the adverb. Let's look at adverbs that modify other adverbs. An adverb that modifies another adverb is also called an intensifier. My sister runs very fast. Right? Runs is your verb, fast is your adverb, and this is very fast. How fast the sister runs is the description. Very. So this is an adverb again. Almost daily my teacher gives us a quiz. So that means almost every day she gives a quiz. Daily is the adverb. Almost is the adverb that is again modifying the adverb daily. Hence, almost is your intensifier. Let's look at positions of the adverbs in such cases. Again, like the previous case with adjectives, in such cases also, you have to have adverbs that modify the other adverbs. They have to go together directly. Example, it seems like my dog can run unusually quickly when she is chasing a cat. Quickly is how fast the dog runs, right? That's your adverb. But this is your another adverb that is modifying how quickly she runs. So unusually quickly. But and have you also noticed how they are parallel to each other? They are in the same tense, unusually quickly. So that's how it's supposed to be. And they have to be together, both the adverbs. Let's look at a few special types of adverbs.